Hi everyone, I am back working in the shop again. It's been really hot and my shop is not air conditioned. You may be able to hear in the background I have about one, two, three, I have four fans running plus an air purifier. Um, and it's still the humidity, I can't just get rid of that, but I'm comfortable out here today. It's only 87 today, so not too hateful. The humidity's still pretty high, but you're not here for a weather report. So today we're going to try a little bit different of a piece. I have a thinner piece that will be able to stand up in a window, or you can put it in a plant. It is pretty big, but I'm gonna kind of do a mix of a regular carving and a relief carving with this. I'm gonna set the camera up here in a second. I'm going to drill some holes where I want to cut out, and then go over to my scroll saw, and we're going to cut out some areas that I want you to be able to see all the way through to the other side. And then we'll go in with the power carving stuff and carve out the shape of some trees, some pine trees, some tree branches, and a little cabin, um, kind of out in the woods. So let's go ahead and get started so you can see how this turns out. I'm going to go ahead and cut out these shapes around here to give us a basic shape. I'm not sure how this thing's going to work out here for the simple reason if we see here, we've got some of this really punky looking wood in here that may cause a problem. Yeah, I probably could have chose a different chunk, but I just like the grain in this one. So I'm hoping we can work around it, and we'll see what we do here. Not too bad. We've got all our spots cut out. Now what we need to do is we're going to go in and we need to figure out which parts of this need to be pushed back in. So, the entire front of the home can be pushed in, but we got to watch. There's this overhang right in here that I need to cut back, and it needs to go at a slope this way to meet the house. So that house is going to drop at least half an inch back, if not more. Now you can't do full like in the round where you can do something that's actually fully three-dimensional. I mean, this will obviously be three-dimensional, but it's not. It's really just a relief. So I have to over exaggerate on certain things on this. So we'll go ahead and get started on carving now. Okay, here we go. Getting ready to take this. It's all cut out. Now I want to go ahead and put in some of the relief cuts. So this tree over here is going to be the closest to the foreground, so that one is where I'm going to start. And then the rest of this is going to end up getting moved back further and further, obviously making sure I've got room to do all of this as we go. So let me go ahead and get started, and I'll begin my carving. Okay, so I have the basic shape of this tree sitting here. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more detail work into it, only because I want to be able to see what it looks like. I'm not going to go heavy on the detail, but I want to get an idea of where I stand on it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So I have the tree right where I want it, or at least where I think I want it. I've backed down the house. So now I have to start going through this and figure out what is going to be the closest to us. So it's definitely going to be this part of this roof right in here. So I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to carefully do that because I have a lot of this grunge in here, and that's going to tear it all out. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. So I'll take a look. I'll see how far back I have to go. That house may have to sit further back. I do want this porch is going to be sitting forward. So the porch is about where I want it. Then the house is going to go back even further still. And then this is going to be all the stonework down here. So hopefully you can see that we do have a 3D look, and it's not going to be exact, but it gives you that impression, just what you're looking for. What I need to do here now is I've got to round over this tree so that it's more round. Right now it's flat, but I didn't want to do that until I knew how far down the house was going to go. And it may still come down a little bit further. I can't go too much more because I'm going to run out of room, but I wanted to get all of this roughed in as best I could, and I feel like I've done that. The last thing I'll do is this stuff around here. This is all going to be trees and shrubs hanging down. Some of this is going to go all the way through to the back, but I just didn't know where that would be at the moment, so we'll go ahead and give that a shot right now. I'm going to go ahead and put in the floorboards for the porch right about there. And then everything down here is going to be stone. All of this will be stone down in here. So I think we have a pretty good start on this one. Very cool. So as you could see, I have a nice relief of the house in here. We're gonna come back here later, put in our stonework where we need to. We'll go ahead and we'll get in the roof and any of the boards that we're gonna put in, the chimney up there, and then any of the overhanging trees and shrubbery and all that good stuff all along the rest of it. All right, so I've gotten, I kind of have some more smooth this here. I wanted to get this as level as I could. There's this damaged piece here. Not sure what to do here. I wanted to back this down a little where the stonework is going to go, and same with the steps. I wanted that to be inset a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and start doing this around here, getting our trees, tree branches, what have you, groundwork, get all that done, and then lastly, I'll go ahead and put in detail in here. So let's go ahead and get started. I hope you can see that this is pulling out on these backward pulls that I'm doing when I'm pulling this way. It is pulling this out, so I have to tighten it up. I'm quite sure you can see where I went through on the porch right here. So I'm going to do the fun little trick of throwing some white glue in there and then some sawdust, sorry, white glue and sawdust, and try to fill that back in, let it dry up, and then redo that area. All right, so I've got some sawdust in here and here. I'm going to let that dry, but I'm going to go ahead and go down here and do these the stonework down at the bottom while that's drying. I still have to do some more work here. This seems to be routing up, sort of, like that. I do have my basic shape for the leaves and for the tree branches and what have you. So let's go ahead and get started down here with some details. I kind of like it. It looks like a real nice base of stone. Um, I'm gonna slowly work up, put my slats and boards in. I'll work on this roof, and the fireplace, of course, and then finally the leaves and the pine tree, some of the dead branch that's coming out. Nice. What do you think? I'm loving it. I uh, I just want to now go on and do some details around here, and then we're going to do a little bit of a light staying. Sorry, get all these details in around here. Um, and these don't have to be too much, but that's what I'm going for. I'm going to go ahead and lightly sand this with this little sander piece here, and then I think we're going to call it a day. Put a little bit of stain on here, and I think we're going to call it good. I think we did a really good job on this one. What do you guys think? Let me know. Hello, everyone. I'm done with this guy. Took me a little while. Things have been taking me a while. Sorry about that. I just launched a store with some of my stuff, so it's taken me a little bit of time to get that all set up. And now I'm working on that as well as trying to do these videos. So I do apologize for the length of time in between, but this is what we have. We have this thing can sit in in like a planted pot. It can sit on a windowsill so that the light from outside can come through. Lots of different things you can do with this. It's kind of a relief carving on steroids, let's say. There's more detail in it. It's got more 3D, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Please take some time to like and subscribe and share this with your friends. It really does help me out a lot, so that I can continue to do these things for you guys. I hope you're liking them. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and go out and carve.